But Tantalus went further with even more outrageous and insolent acts. He divulged the sacred secrets of the divine assemblies to mortals, sharing with them the confidential decisions and intentions of Zeus on various matters and people. Yet again, Zeus chose to overlook these transgressions.
Welcome to our new channel. Today we delve into the haunting tale of Tantalus, whose hubris led to one of the most infamous punishments in Greek mythology. Support our journey by subscribing to enjoy new stories every day.
Zeus, in a romantic union with the nymph Pluto, fathered a handsome son named Tantalus. Tantalus established his kingdom in Sipylus, located in the land of Phrygia or Lydia. The capital city built by the king at the foot of Mount Sipylus was extraordinarily beautiful and strategically situated. The gods bestowed countless blessings upon Zeus's son. Fertile fields, vineyards heavy with grapes, wheat fields laden with full and firm grain, and herds of plump livestock grazing contentedly on evergreen meadows. Additionally, there were abundant gold mines, a rarity unmatched in most places on Earth. Those who passed through Tantalus's land, whether hundreds or thousands, unanimously marveled at its beauty and wealth, envying the fortune of Zeus's favored son. But these material blessings were not all that Zeus granted his beloved child. Tantalus enjoyed privileges and favors beyond what any mortal could dream of, let alone experience. Zeus elevated his son to a status equal to that of the gods of Olympus, granting him free access to the divine palace of Olympus, a sacred and revered place reserved exclusively for the gods. Tantalus was permitted to sit among the gods at their feasts, partaking in ambrosial foods and divine nectars, delicacies unique to the immortal world of Olympus. Zeus allowed Tantalus to participate in the assemblies of the gods, meetings of utmost importance and secrecy, as we know. Yet, as life often shows, excessive indulgence and favoritism, even blind and foolish indulgence, are often the breeding ground for arrogance, pride, and ingratitude. This was especially true for Tantalus, who had never undergone the trials and challenges faced by other children of Zeus, such as Dionysus or Perseus. Tantalus always considered himself a god, strutting with pride over the privileges he enjoyed. He abandoned any sense of moderation or humility. Exploiting the trust and love of his divine father, he audaciously brought ambrosial food and divine nectar from Olympus to mortals in his kingdom, intending to make his subjects immortal like the gods. Such reckless behavior did not escape the watchful eyes of Zeus. However, out of love for his son, Zeus refrained from reprimanding him. But Tantalus went further with even more outrageous and insolent acts. He divulged the sacred secrets of the divine assemblies to mortals, sharing with them the confidential decisions and intentions of Zeus on various matters and people. Yet again, Zeus chose to overlook these transgressions. One day, Tantalus offended Zeus. It happened during a grand feast in the palace of Olympus.
Tantalus, my son,
I hold you dear and wish for you to have eternal happiness. I do not want you to suffer the wretched fate of mortals. I shall make your wishes come true. Tantalus looked at his father coldly and replied,
"Oh no, father. I need nothing more."
I neither desire your blessings nor the favors of the other gods. Fate is the supreme force, governing all matters of the world and assigning each person their place. Zeus's face darkened. He could not believe that the son he cherished so deeply could speak with such arrogance and ingratitude. Too much indulgence has spoiled him, Zeus thought to himself, but he restrained his anger. However, two subsequent events proved too much for Zeus to bear. The first was the matter of the golden dog. Long ago, when Zeus was born, his mother hid him on the island of Crete to conceal him from Cronus, who would have swallowed the child if he had known. During his childhood, Zeus lived under the care of nymphs alongside two companions, the goat Amalthea and a golden dog. Zeus entrusted the golden dog to guard his temple. Years passed like flowing water, until one day, Zeus reminisced about his loyal childhood companion. Upon investigation, Zeus learned that King Pandareus, ruler of Ephesus in Asia Minor, had stolen the golden dog. Worse still, Pandareus entrusted it to Tantalus for safekeeping. But mortals, in their foolishness, often think they can conceal their deeds from the world, and from Zeus most of all. How gravely mistaken they were. Zeus learned the truth and could no longer suppress his wrath. Zeus immediately summoned Hermes and ordered him to go to Sipylus, meet Tantalus in person, and demand the return of the golden dog at all costs. The beloved messenger god, son of Zeus, obeyed without delay and set out at once. Tantalus, beloved son of Zeus, I bring you a command from the great god himself. You must immediately return the golden dog to Zeus. If you do not blame your father for his temper. The foolish king Pandareus stole this priceless creature from Zeus and in his stupidity thought that by entrusting it to you, all would be well, and the matter forgotten. Surely you know that nothing can be hidden from the gods of Olympus. Tantalus listened without the slightest emotion. With a brazen and deceitful expression, he responded to Hermes with unprecedented insolence.
Hermes, do not try to frighten me with threats from Zeus.
Search my house if you wish, and you will find no golden or silver dog here. Perhaps the gods of Olympus are mistaken, for even the gods sometimes fall under the spell of the goddess of error. One day, Tantalus decided to host a grand banquet and invited the gods of Olympus to attend. He ordered his servants to prepare an extravagant feast. Yet, from the depths of his heart arose a dark and sinister idea. He wanted to test whether the gods truly knew everything about the world, and if they could genuinely foresee all events. Tantalus commanded that his own son, Pelops, be seized, slaughtered, and butchered. The boy's flesh was then cooked into exquisite dishes to be served to the gods. Seated at the banquet table, none of the gods touched a single dish. They had already discerned Tantalus's vile intentions. Only the goddess Demeter, distraught over her daughter Persephone's abduction by Hades to the underworld, absent-mindedly ate a small bowl of food prepared from Pelops's flesh. When all the dishes had been served, one of the Olympian gods rose, gathered the food into a large cauldron, and placed it on the fire. As had been planned beforehand, Hermes then stepped forward to perform his task. Using his divine powers, Hermes stood beside the cauldron and brought Pelops back to life. Since none of the gods, apart from Demeter, had consumed any of Pelops's flesh or bones, the boy was restored whole and unharmed. Naturally, Pelops was missing a small piece of flesh from his shoulder, eaten by Demeter. Hermes patched this missing part with a piece of ivory. Zeus condemned Tantalus to an eternal punishment befitting his sins. Tantalus was made to stand in a shallow stream, with water reaching up to his waist or chest. There he had to remain, day after day, unable to eat or drink. Take Niobe, who scorned the goddess Leto, claiming she was more beautiful than Leto herself. Or Marsyas, the satyr, who dared to challenge Apollo to a musical contest. Even more audacious was Leucippus, who competed with Apollo for the love of the nymph Daphne. Then there was Arachne, who had the audacity to challenge the goddess Athena to a weaving contest. Bolder still was Ixion, who schemed to seduce the goddess Hera. Compared to these, the stories of Sisyphus and Tantalus are the pinnacle of chaos. Humanity seemed to have lost all regard for the gods.
Thank you for journeying with us to uncover the tragic tale of Tantalus. Your support motivates us to share Greek myths daily. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and explore more mythical stories on our channel.